Chapter 21. Kirin, the Thunder God.
So this is the trial of the chosen. Izashi muttered, eyes scanning the ancient dungeon's flickering corridors. Arcs of electricity crackled softly around him as he stood tall, determination burning in his chest. Well, I can't fail here. He raised his arm. Come forth, Denkai!
With a burst of lightning, a platoon of armored warriors appeared. Thunder samurai, each bearing crackling katana and lightning-wrapped armor. They saluted in unison, ready to fight, ready to follow their king. Izashi gave a nod, and together, they ventured deeper into the dungeon. The deeper they went, the more the temperature dropped. The torches flickered not from wind, but from pressure. Something was off. Eventually, the group entered a vast chamber, carved of ancient stone, with massive bones lining the walls. In the center was a massive throne of skulls, where dozens of red orcs and green high orcs stood in silence. Sitting on the throne was a tall, broad-shouldered orc, with a great axe resting beside her. A fearsome female warlord clad in bone armor. She stood, her eyes locking onto Izashi with a startling softness.
We've been waiting for you, my king.
Her voice echoed through the chamber, with a reverence that didn't match her warlike appearance.
Izashi blinked, confused. Your king?
The orcs fell to one knee, fists to the ground. Even the high orcs bowed low. Before he could speak again, the torches exploded into darkness. A pressure unlike anything before crushed the air from the room. A shadow slithered across the walls. From the darkest corner of the chamber, something emerged. It wasn't part of the trial. It wasn't supposed to be here. A towering figure stepped forward, clad in demonic blackened armor that oozed void energy, a jagged greatsword dragging behind him, sparking with cursed lightning.
Ragnar the Fell, right hand of Antares, the general of death.
Koga screamed from within Izashi's mind.
Run, Izashi, run! That thing, he's not part of the trial. He's not part of this world.
Olga growled, standing up with her axe raised. Protect the king!
The red orcs surged forward, forming a circle around Izashi.
Izashi's fists clenched. What the hell is going on?
He's not just a general, he's the first corrupted spirit, Koga said, voice trembling. He's what happens when a chosen loses everything and gives in.
Ragnar moved. No, he vanished and reappeared in front of Izashi before anyone could react. Boom! Izashi was gone, launched across the dungeon like a thunderbolt. He crashed through a pillar, slammed into the wall, and fell with a thud.
Izashi! Koga screamed.
He coughed blood, forcing himself up, eyes burning. You bastard.
He leapt forward and clashed blades with Ragnar. The force shook the chamber. Orcs were blown backward from the sheer pressure. Sparks and thunder filled the air as the two exchanged furious strikes, each one powerful enough to level a mountain. The air screamed with their clash. Izashi roared. Forcing Ragnar back, he spun, blades slashing with electric fury. But Ragnar caught one of the strikes mid-air and grabbed him by the throat. Crash! Izashi was slammed into the stone, dragged across it, and hurled again like a rag doll. He hit the wall hard. Blood spilled from his mouth. His body screamed in pain.
Koga's voice rang in his head. We can't beat him. We can't beat him.
I won't
Izashi stood up.
I won't lose here.
His body trembled, flickers of lightning rising from his arms.
I won't be thrown away, like I was before.
The Thunder Samurai knelt beside him, shielding him with their bodies. Their armor cracked, their spirits strained, but they didn't fall.
Even if the storm kills me, I am the storm.
Izashi screamed, his voice shaking the heavens.
Kirin!
The sky answered. A blinding bolt of divine thunder tore down from above the dungeon, piercing the very stone. A massive celestial dragon, Kirin, the thunder god, materialized behind Izashi, its body shimmering with radiant blue energy and storm clouds swirling around its horns. The entire room trembled as Kirin roared, shaking the dungeon to its core. Izashi's body ignited with divine lightning. His armor transformed into ethereal, plated, lightning-forged gear, and his swords crackled with the wrath of the skies. Ragnar took a step back, his first. Izashi's eyes burned electric white.
This time, you're the one who falls.
With Ragnar and Izashi clashing, Kirin roaring behind his chosen, the sheer force of their battle began to tear the very essence of time apart.
My king, Olga shouted. We must go. It is no longer safe here. The void will come to repair the tear in time's essence, and it will destroy everything in its path.
Ragnar laughed maniacally, his voice echoing with madness.
Let this world be shrouded in darkness. Onigiri.
Suddenly, a dark sphere began forming in Ragnar's hand, pulsing with devastating energy. Koga appeared in a flash, eyes wide with panic.
Izashi, run!
And then, all light vanished. Everything inside that dungeon was turned to dust in a single, blinding instant. Izashi found himself once again in the void, floating in weightless blackness.
So, I guess I died. Again, he muttered.
A familiar voice echoed behind him. My apologies, said Kido, materializing from the shadows. Ragnar must have been waiting for you all this time. This falls on me. I will rewind time and bring you back. He placed a hand on Izashi's chest. Return to Majula. Gather your new forces. Speak to the seventh chosen, Audra and Rudra. They govern this realm. They must be warned. Now, go. With a wave of his hand, a bright flash of divine light surged through the void. In the blink of an eye, Izashi stood once again, this time on the outskirts of Majula. Around him stood Caleb, Will, Terrence, Yunhai, and a newcomer.
Who the hell are you guys? Francis asked, blinking in confusion.
Before anyone could respond, Gabriel stepped forward, arms crossed.
They're the other chosen, just like you. It seems Quito has teleported us all here. Something must have happened.
Dude, Izashi! Will gasped, eyes going wide as he pointed. What the hell are those?
Behind Izashi stood an entire army. Red orcs and green high orcs, armored and ready for war. At the front was Olga, her eyes steady and loyal.
Oh, them. Izashi scratched the back of his head. Well, I guess they're my army now.
What? Caleb shouted. How?
It's a long story, Izashi said, smirking. But for now, we need to get to the Great Hall. That's where we'll find the seventh hero, the Earth Sentinel, and the Time Mage. Audra and Rudra.